guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am wearing a hoodie today because I did not brush my hair. I hope you're all staying safe, I hope you're all doing okay, and I hope you're all taking care of yourselves. So for today's video, I thought we'd do something that I've never really done before on my channel. I thought that it would be fun for us to look at my filmography thus far. Okay, so if you're unaware of what a filmography is, it's basically like a list of all the different TV shows and movies that an actor has done. So I thought it'd be fun for us to just look through my filmography and I just like tell you guys all the fun stuff. Okay, so first I think let's look at the films and then we'll go to the TV show. So going on to IMDb, I think it only makes sense to start with the earlier years and then move on to the latest years. So The Blanket is the first film in my filmography. It was made in 2014. I played the character Mandla. The Blanket was basically about this it was about the character that I played, Mandla, trying to get a blanket for his younger brother because the brother was like freezing. He doesn't have like a nice blanket to keep him warm. So the film was just basically about Mandla's journey into getting his brother a blanket. That was really cool to experience like a short film because it's something that I've like never experienced. And then this movie also got taken to the Independent Mzansi Short Film Festival. So that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun shooting The Blanket. Working on The Blanket was such a great experience and it allowed me to meet a lot of amazing people. One of those people was Alan Boy. I had the honor to work with Alan Boy in The Blanket and it was such an amazing experience. He was such a wise person and gave great advice. He was an amazing person. The next movie in my filmography is Skorokoro and I played the character Umfana. So this movie was like a comedy type of movie. It was about this character named Happiness wanting to marry Rose. But he doesn't have enough money to pay off the lobola for Rose because Rose was like the chief's daughter and stuff like that. So he didn't necessarily have enough money to pay off Rose's lobola. So Happiness decided to enter a taxi race in order for him to be able to win the money to pay for Rose's lobola. It was just a fun movie to be on. It was directed by Daryl, which is also really amazing. I got to meet legends like Paballo Koza and I got to meet all the incredible cast and crew. The next movie that's in my filmography is Dora's Peace and it was made in 2016. Dora's Peace was like my first international movie. Dora's Peace is basically about a prostitute, Dora, who has to start taking care of this young boy named Peace. And she basically starts protecting him from like all this crime happening, all these bad guys out there trying to get something that the boy has. It was directed by Constantino Kalaritis and was also written by him as well as Andrew Harrell. This movie actually got me my first ever award nomination. I was nominated for an African Movie Academy Award for Best Young Actor. I got to meet such iconic, legendary, amazing, talented people. The Dora's Peace premiere was actually my first time going to a movie premiere. The experience was insane. We got free popcorn, we got free drinks, there was a red carpet, Actor Spaces was there, V Entertainment was there. There was just like all these different like media companies and it was just so surreal. And yeah, that's all the films that are displayed on my filmography. Now let's move on to the television section. So for this I'm going to look at my TVSA. Okay, so I'm going to start with the earliest year, then I'm going to move on to like the latest year. So what I see here earliest is Thola. So the TV show was basically about this woman named Dibuseng who owns a construction company alongside her husband Rudzani. However, Rudzani suffers an accident. From then on, things just start going south for Dibuseng. So my character's name was Shoni Makwarela and I played Dibuseng's son in the TV show. Working on Thola is something that I'll definitely always remember because it was my first series and it allowed me to get a whole new experience, make all new memories with all new people. And one of those people was the iconic Candy Molloy. She'd tell me her life stories and she'd tell me about her beautiful daughter and her beautiful grandchild. Every time I had a scene with her, I'd always just get so excited because I just loved being around her. The next item on my filmography was Rhythm City. There's a lot that goes on in the show. So around about the time when I was at Rhythm City, there was this whole new plot that was being introduced. So Bulela was getting introduced to the show as Fats's girlfriend. Fats's girlfriend. So I was playing Bulelwa's son. So it was just a thing of Bulelwa introducing Zama to Fats and Fats trying to just build a relationship with Zama. I was like really starstruck when I saw all the cast members. I loved being on Rhythm City. I loved it so much. Okay, the next item I see was 2016, and that was The Queen. My first appearance on The Queen was in 2016, where I was first introduced as Shaka's son, Kaya Koza. Right about the time when I was on The Queen, the show had just started in a way. It was still on season 1 and it was on episode 50 something. So it was still fresh for a telenovela. My first day on the set of The Queen was just... I was the youngest person on that set and I was also so very quiet. So the assistant director told me to go to makeup so that they can see what they want to do with my hair. Like, how do they want to cut my hair according to the character. So I get to makeup and there was like this waiting area there. So I was just sitting down and I look over, I see Dinome Getty sitting in the makeup chair. So she's just sitting in the makeup chair and she's doing her makeup there. And then she looks over and then she sees me. Then she actually like comes to me and she like starts a conversation. I was just so shy. I don't know why I was so shy. I loosened up a bit and then we discovered that she went to the same high school that I'm going to. I think that's also one of the things that we bonded over. I remember there was a time on set after breakfast, her and I just started singing our school song and everyone, all the cast and crew were looking at us like, what are these two doing? And then a few minutes go by, then the AD comes to me and he's like, it's time for your scene. Immediately as he said that, I just started shaking. Isithembiso Koza was in that scene. Loyiso McDonald was in that scene. Dinome Getty was in that scene. Themba Ndaba was in that scene. Connie Ferguson was in that scene. I was just so nervous. And then I walk onto set and they were all just standing there. They looked like statues. Like, you know, like when a statue is freshly built and then they polish the statue and it just looks so nice and the sun is just shining on them and then they reflect the sunlight back and they're just gleaming. That's what they look like. I walk onto set and then they're all just like all of their eyes went onto me at the exact same time. I wanted to cry. Why am I tearing up now? Wait, okay, I need to calm down. It was just so surreal. I didn't want to leave. When they were like, it's a wrap, everyone. Thank you for coming. See you tomorrow. I did not want to go home. And then I went back again for more episodes of season 1. And then I went back for season 2. And then I went back for season 3. And then I went back for season 4. It's just such a great experience to be there. Everyone is so nice. All the crew members, all the cast members. I just love going to the sets of The Queen. It's just amazing. Okay, the next item in my filmography that I see is 2017, and that is Easy Money. Easy Money was basically a drama series about like these pyramid schemes that go on. A school teacher named Kosi was one of the victims of this pyramid scheme, and the show just follows like how her life just takes a turn. I played the character Moachi Siani, who was Kosi's son. He knows his facts, he's very scientific, he's very mathematical. The character that I played on the show was sort of kind of the narrator of the show. He was the only character that broke the fourth wall. So like he'd have moments where he like faces the camera and talks directly to the camera, to the audience and everyone watching at home. It was a really fun show to be part of. Okay, the next television item in my filmography is The Imposter. It was basically a series that followed these two twins, Mantwa and Matsepo, and they basically were both at like war with themselves. They had like this feud going on and it just escalates to astronomical levels. Both of the twins were played by one person, Tishiwezi Kugu. It was so fun. I met so many awesome people. Working on The Imposter was an amazing experience and it gave me the opportunity to meet and work with Mary Thola. Working with Mary Thola was such an amazing experience. I was so starstruck when I saw her. I remember there was a time where she needed assistance walking down the stairs and I volunteered to help her. So as I was helping her down the stairs, she was just telling me all these funny jokes and her funny life stories and stuff like that. And it was just so, she was just such an amazing person. She just made every single moment on that set so memorable. 2018. First one is Thandeka's Diary. It was just like a nice, fun, comedy type of show. The character I played was Themba. My character Themba was falling in love with this girl named Ayanda, who, funny enough, was played by my best friend Thandeka. So my character was just in love with her character, and they were basically getting along well until Ayanda's uncle came and just ruined everything. Started talking about lobola, he started talking about all these things, and that just scared Themba far away. I got to meet all the cast and crew of Thandeka's Diary, and I also got to act with my best friend, so that was just so great. The next item on my filmography is Isithembiso. The role that I played in Isithembiso was just like a brief cameo role. I just played Junior's friend. So in the episode that I was in, my character and Junior were a little mischievous. They decided to sneak into a bar, and they decided to consume all of the products that were in that bar, if you know what I mean. Gulk, gulk. But yeah, it was just a funny episode to be in. I got to meet all the incredible cast members of the show. I also got to meet Hamilton Dlamini, who I've seen prior because there was a time where my school went on an outing to go see Waza Albert. So I saw him act in Waza Albert, then I got to act with him in Isithembiso, and I was just like, The last item on my filmography is Housekeepers. So it basically follows the story of Linda Ndlovu as she takes on the role as a housekeeper in order to get justice of what happened to her mom. It's such a great drama series. So the character that I play in Housekeepers is Mthokozisi Ndlovu, but we just call him Tor for short and to sound cool. And he is basically Linda's younger brother. At the script read for season 1 of Housekeepers, I had no idea what the main plot of the show was. I had no idea who was going to be starring in the show. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know who was going to be at the script read. I knew nothing. So we got there and then we saw Connie Chumi. I've known Mam Connie for such a long time. I mean, I met her when we were shooting Rhythm City, and then I worked with her again on Easy Money, and then I'm working with her again on Housekeepers. So we saw her there, we were like just chatting, conversating, catching up on all the things that we've missed up on. We're talking, everything's going great. And then in the corner of my eye, I see like a woman walking up into the place where we're going to be doing the script read. And I'm like, that's not who I think it was. I did not just see who I think I saw. It was Thando Tabete. And I'm like, this is not real. That is not Thando Tabete. And then I told her that I was playing Tor. She told me how she's playing Linda. And then as we went along with the script read, we discovered that we're going to be playing siblings in the show. So that was really, really cool. Then a few minutes after Thando and I met, Masasa Mbangeni walks in. I've met Masasa before. I met her on the set of Thola season 2. So it was so amazing seeing her again. After that, Portia Gumede walks in. Like the whole vibe in the room just changed. You could feel like someone powerful just walked into this room. It literally felt like a scene from a movie, the way she just walked in. It was so iconic. We met all the cast and crew. As the series went along, I also met Bohang Muko, and I also met Zikona Soshaka, and I was just like, oh. And then the show got picked up for a second season, and then the script read for season 2 was also just, I saw Thando again, I saw Portia again, but then there were also new characters that were being introduced. The character Nolly, who's played by Xolile Shabalala. She was actually one of the directors in Easy Money, and she directed me in Easy Money. So it was so cool to be seeing her on Housekeepers and learning that I was going to be acting alongside her. It was just insane. And then I also saw Losha Kupa Kumalo. Like, literally when I saw her, I was just like, what? And I also got to work with Tiffany Barbazano, working with Thando Tabete again, then working with Portia Kumere again, and then working with Krije Govender. It was just so out of this world. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed us having a brief look at my filmography thus far. I've had so much fun on each and every single one of these productions, and I just feel so blessed and so grateful that I got to meet such amazing people. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, you can comment whatever you want, and I will see you guys in the next video.